Still with me is James Bot, and we've had one match down now in game number 2. We got 6 more games ahead of us. We just finished some stuff in the upper bracket. We're going to head down into the lower bracket and see what's going on there. But during the break, we told you guys to predict. If any of you guys had any issues, everything should be good and ready to go now. So go get your predictions in while we just blabber on and talk about the game coming up. The game coming up, though, of course, now is Hollywood Hammers versus Ghost Gaming. We just saw Ghost Gaming play. They took a little bit of time to warm up here, and they're going against a team that we saw, I think, really surprised a lot of people yesterday. Hollywood Hammers. They went into a game at number 5 overtime against Cloud9, and that makes me really excited, James, about this match coming up.
Yeah, we saw them do that, and then they came in against Ghost. They lost game 1 against Ghost 4-0, but then they beat them game 2 7-0 and ended up also the final game of the series 5-0. So Hammers, after losing that game 5 overtime to Cloud9, they went up against Rogue and knocked Rogue out of the tournament. So Hollywood Hammers, they're the real deal. I think now this is going to be a very good test for them. This is another elimination match. Ghost, Hollywood Hammers going head to head. Hollywood Hammers guaranteed to be in the rival series next season. Ghost guaranteed to be in the championship series. So we'll get to see some really good competition from some of the North America's best teams.
This is great, and I'm already seeing a lot of support for the teams in chat. So keep that up, guys. Give them your energy. I know it's not the same as cheering in a live crowd at like a LAN, but it's still felt, and it's great to see. Support your teams.
Yeah, emotes might even do more for teams, honestly.
Yeah, get
if you
emotes in here.
Spam those give energy and take energy emotes, that's probably better than cheering in real life. In my opinion.
Emotes are life. Yeah, so Ghost Gaming, Hollywood Hammers. Ghost Gaming now, a bit of a warm-up, though, Hollywood Hammers. I mean, I brought this up before about having a warm-up is important and, you know, maybe having a few matches in the day. But I'm sure these guys were scrimming before. We were talking over break, likely doing at least some sort of training warm-ups. Hollywood Hammers are coming in this a little colder than Ghost Gaming would be. So Ghost Gaming already has been out on the pitch. They've already, you know, had the chance to hit the ball around with a team like G2. And, you know, maybe that'll give them that upper hand coming into this match. They're going in saying, okay, well, we just played a team that knows how to smack us around. And we started warming up to that and kept it a lot closer near the end. So Ghost Gaming has a good chance now because they had that warm up, I think. I want to see what Chad actually said about this match. Ghost Gaming, Hollywood Hammers. So now the predictions, and everyone's getting their predictions in. Ghost Gaming actually has a 64% over Hollywood Hammers.
Yeah, that's not surprising. I think Ghost's still a favorite here. The Hammers, this is their first real major tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
That has happened since they've made their roster change, adding Vince in place of Lemon Puppy. So I still think it's, you know, Ghost is the favorite in this matchup, although Hammers have shown that they can play with the best.
Yeah, no, and I think, again, it's almost like a Ghost situation, too. Of course, everyone's want to try or vote for the tried and tested Ghost Gaming. These guys have proven time and time again that they are one of the best teams in North America, and they're going to keep proving that. But Hollywood Hammers also trying to make a name for themselves with their performance yesterday. And maybe we're going to see, as I just said, that same situation with Ghost, where people start to believe in Hollywood Hammers too. And I'm really loving the lineup. We saw yesterday Vince, the magician, just pull out some incredible plays. Some of them just he was just the entire force on offense. But of course, Memory was cleaning up any of those goals that were just left open for Hollywood Hammers to clean up. So I'm really liking the dynamic they have there.
Yep, they definitely have a good dynamic, and I mean, they were one shot away, one overtime away, one goal away from beating Cloud9. I went back and watched the Halcyon double tap. It was
you
so
did, yeah,
close.
you said you would.
Yeah, it was so close. It was a very, very tight angle and would have been a really hard shot to hit, but it would have been legendary had he hit that. So now Halcyon, he's hungry to get a second shot at Cloud9. But in order to do that, they're going to have to start winning some of these lower bracket games. It's going to be a long run before they make it back to play either Cloud9 or G2.
Well, speaking of not to deter from that too, but another team, Applesauce, also fighting for that spot against Cloud9 too. But again, guys, remember predictions. The second these players touch the ground and they look like they're getting ready to go, make sure your predictions are in. You guys can win some prizes here from CyberpowerPC, first, second, and third place prizes just for predicting right just for guessing right and hoping everyone else guesses wrong. So make sure you guys get those predictions in before these players start going here. But again, yeah, down in that lower bracket, it's going to be a fun run to watch. Again, all of these teams, of course, trying to run. I want to see Renegades again, even especially if they got that DAP G combo going on. But Applesauce, Hollywood Hammers, I say really want that run back against Cloud9.
Let's hope that all the players are here.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like they're getting ready. We got a fireworks show on our hands as they drop down on the field, and we're ready. We got it. Best of 5. This is an elimination match. I must mention to you guys in chat now, this is lower bracket. This is do or die. You are going home. You are done out of this tournament without any prize pool. If you lose this series, this best of 5, Ghost Gaming coming off a series against G2, a loss. They'll face Hollywood Hammers, who gave us an incredible performance yesterday, but day 2 could spell a much different story for the team. Oh my goodness. Lethamyr is not going to make this easy for Hollywood Hammers.
Lethamyr, you madman. He even got bumped, still recovered in midair to get that second tap. It hits off the corner of the ceiling, but Leth was ready. What a way to start out this series.
That's a way to make a statement against your opponents. Get ready, Hollywood Hammers. Lethamyr is alive and ready to go. Ghost Gaming taking that early lead, 30 seconds in. Well, 30 seconds still in, and 2 goals into the lead now. That's a good start for Ghost.
Yeah, and a good breakout there. Zane Jackie putting it across field for Classics, who just gets a wonderful hit on it. Blasts it low and hard. And a good passing play from Ghost. A 2-goal lead in just about 30 seconds. This is a much different Ghost than we saw in game 1 of the G2 series.
Yeah, no, that's the thing is, you know, they had that little bit of a break in between their G2 match and this one, and they obviously chatted a bit about what they need to do and what they needed to fix up, and well, so far it's working. Hollywood Hammers looking to answer now as they try to go downfield. Halcyon with a misread on that roll up the wall. Vince with the proper read will keep Classics from taking a shot on net. Oh, almost one from post in. Dane Jackie just trying to get frisky there, just trying to force something through, but they overcommitted, and that should be an easy goal now for Memory.
This was actually hilarious. Memory gets bumped into the boost from Lethamyr and is able to have a breakaway opportunity. That was just comical. A little bit of a lucky break.
I was hoping to see a thanks spam in chat there. Remember, gets sent down the field, grabs her first goal. Just over a minute, we're already 3 goals in. We have Hollywood Hammers trying to make that 4 goals in as they put themselves on offense. 2 Ghost in the corner. Lane Jackie. They're fusing. Fusion, ha. Zane Jackie trying to get this play out of their corner. Lethamyr the solo at midfield. His teammates just kind of watch from afar, and Vince almost soloing that. Manages to somehow get that one over to Halcyon, and he's going to clean up that mess.
Vince just pounding this one through, trying to dribble and side flip his way to a victory. Halcyon able to clean up the rebound, but Vince just in the trenches doing the dirty work.
Right place, right time for Halcyon there. And they'll sink one in.
Despite that quick start for Ghost, Hollywood Hammers have bounced right back.
This is it. Vince, the only one without a goal, still top of the team leaderboard. Either showing he's doing a lot of ball chasing or a lot of work for his team, and I'm thinking it's the latter. Such an incredible player, and he showed it in the CyberpowerPC tournament. They try to sneak one in there. Zane Jackie says, no, no, no. Not quite yet. All tied up at the 2.5-minute mark. Back and forth, both teams looking for that opportunity. Seems like Hollywood Hammer is starting to pace up a bit here, though, and that's something Ghosts are going to have to watch out for.
That was a good chance by Halcyon. He put that shot wide. But after going down 2 goals, Hammers have really started to step it up, and they're controlling the momentum of the game right now.
Good touch from Classic. Buys a little time for the rest of Ghost. Oh, that's a chance for Lethamyr to throw one in. There is Halcyon sitting in net. Oh, what a placement, though, forcing Halcyon to just barely get that save.
That was a sweaty moment right there.
Minute 40 left. Good catch from Zane Jackie. Doesn't really manage to do much with it, though. Free jump from Leth. He's going to be low on boost. Does manage to get another save there. It's I can't word today. Halcyon. I got a lisp. Sends one towards the net. Can Leth do it? No, it's going to go just over his nose. Follow up and all the boost gone. Vince maybe getting in the way of that clear there. For his team, Hollywood Hammers will stay on the defensive. Nice cross there from Zane Jackie. No teammates deemed that as a good chance to move in, so they stayed back.
And we're in the final minutes still, I believe. Hammers looking like the superior team right now.
Yeah. A little more cohesion and pressure from the team. They're finding chances. We do see Ghost kind of on that goal line a lot, making those last second saves. Oh, there's a chance though. Classics forcing Hollywood Hammers onto a last second save there. Two of them committing to that on the goal line. It ends up back down in Ghost's end. Approach that final 20 seconds. Ghost Gaming though with a chance. That's actually going to be on target. No one home for Hollywood Hammers in the final 17 seconds. They give up a goal to Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, you can see nobody back. Every single player from the Hammers was in the orange half, and Classics just bangs it into the upper 90. That one, no chance of being saved. Now Hammers are going to have to make a quick goal if they hope to force overtime.
Ghost looking for another one, though, just to solidify game number 1 in this best of 5 in their favor, and there it is. Zane Jackie going to do it. 5 seconds left. Ghost Gaming going to take game number 1.
Just like that, Ghost Gaming got out to that 2-goal lead. Hammers bounced back, but in the end, Ghost able to just put their pedal to the metal, close this one out. In the last 20 seconds, scoring 2 goals. Hammers, they know that this one's over, but still a pretty decent start from them. They controlled the majority of the game, but Ghost was able to just put more in the back of the net.
Ghost Gaming coming off strong, finishing strong as well. But I think they've seen what Hollywood Hammers can do. You said it yourself, too. Hollywood Hammers just definitely looking like a super strong force on the field there. That Ghost Gaming still managed to pull it on top of Hollywood Hammers. Just an unfortunate double commit for that 3rd goal there. And the last one, of course, you know, the game's over at that point. But Hollywood Hammers coming into game number 2 still have a very good chance. They still look strong on the field. Vince trying to set up those plays, trying to just generate anything onto the offensive for their teams and make sure that they're not sitting on defense.
Yeah, and Zane continues to impress here. 3 assists, a goal to his name. Zane playing very well. I'm wondering why he doesn't have the same Ghost icon as everyone else. He has an anime picture.
Sometimes I just don't question any of these anime folks, you know?
I know. I just...
It's best to leave it alone. Some questions are best left unanswered. And but yeah, coming into game number 2, Ghost Gaming is looking to continue the run in the lower bracket. I know we talked about Hollywood Hammers wanting to have their chance back at Cloud9, but they're gonna have to get through a couple other teams before they even can get there, and that's definitely gonna have to be their focus right now. Ghost Gaming, the favored, the chat favored in this matchup to win this series, and it's going to be up to Hollywood Hammers to change that one and keep people on their side. They gave us a great showing yesterday, and they're still looking really good today, as you mentioned.
And game 1, you know, might not be the indicator of how the series will go. We've seen some pretty insane series so far in this tournament. So Hammers, they are still in it. They can take this one down. I believe, yeah, and in their series versus Rogue, they lost 4-1 against Rogue in game 1 and ended up winning the last 3 straight. So Hammers not out of this one just yet. We'll get this next game going. The server went down for maintenance, so we do have to find another server. So that will just take one moment. But Ghost, they do have that advantage of just coming off another series, getting to play. And a lot of times that does help you in your second series going up against a team who's playing for the first time.
Well, it's warm-ups. I mean, it's always good. And I talk to a lot of people too. I do it as well, at least like 30 minutes in training, just doing, you know, the dribbling packs, aerial packs, whatever you do. It's always good to get that 30 minutes of mechanical warm-up in there. But actually playing against the team and actually having to work together, especially against a team like G2, is a huge advantage coming into the second round. Because now not only are you're just mechanically warmed up, you're mentally warmed up, your entire game is ready to go. And of course, that was a huge advantage coming in game number 1. And I'm wondering if we're going to see Hollywood Hammers, as they start to really warm up, keep this series extremely even. I expect it to be a very close series. We saw game number 1 be tied for generally most of it, Ghost Gaming grabbing the first 2, but a quick few answers from Hollywood Hammers. Then it wasn't until that last final stretch there that Ghost Gaming was able to pull away with 2 more goals. So I am expecting this series to go to distance. The chat voting wasn't too skewed in one direction, so I think they're probably thinking the same thing.
What did it end up at? I'll check real quick.
I can actually refresh the page and find out for you right now.
Yeah, so 62% in favor of Ghost Gaming, 37% in favor of Hollywood Hammers.
Yeah, so it's not too skewed. 12% over that 50% mark there for Ghost Gaming. We've seen a lot more skewed. I think the highest one we saw yesterday was like 96%. Yeah, it was 96%. In favor of G2 against Team Allegiance. That's the highest skewed one. So when Chad's voting this close, I do believe that they're on our side when we say it's going to go to the distance.
Yeah, Chad's been pretty good at predicting.
Yeah, well, again, we have a few people tied for first place on the leaderboards right now. So,
but now
some people might have to
into
go for the underdogs.
2. We have the server back up. Players are in and ready to go. Hammers trying to bounce back. We saw him bounce back against Rogue yesterday, but can they do it today against Ghost Gaming?
That's a very good question. I'll answer it once the series is over. Game number 2, elimination. Someone's going home. Someone's getting out of here.
Who to here?
Every time. Chat, this is what I put up with.
Sorry.
When I'm down in the States. Wow, that's going to be... What happened here? Lethamir's going to get the longest shot I've ever seen in a long time.
We'll take a second look at that. Oh, Zane Jackie was just pushing Halcyon downfield. That was brutal by Zane Jackie. Lethamir's going to get credit for that goal, but Zane Jackie was just a pickup truck with a plow on the front.
That's amazing. That was reminiscent of the Pluto days. Pluto was always so good at getting those long shots, just finding that chance when there was no one home.
And now demo coming out. We've seen Ghost so good at using demos in the past. That first goal coming off that bump from Zane Jackie, we're seeing Classic start to demo. Maybe we'll see Ghost start to increase their physical play.
Well, right now, whatever they're doing is working. 2 goals up. We did see Hollywood Hammers in game number 1 answer that pretty quickly, so that could still be the situation here. A little bit iffy on their defense right now. I know the first goal was not entirely their fault, but they're leaving a lot of holes open here for Ghost Gaming to capitalize on.
Yeah, Halcyon was not able to get back in time. I think he was on 0 boost. A good pass from Classics out to Zane Jackie, and Zane Jackie just easily finishes that one off. And now, yet again, we see Ghost get out to a 2-goal lead. Now, we saw Hammers tie it back up, but Ghost ultimately won the game, so still a good start for Ghost.
Now we got the Hammers trying to put on an attack themselves. That center going directly in the hands of Zane Jackie. He sends that one deep down in blue territory. Although, a quick ping-pong turnaround. We're going to see both teams just really struggling to generate anything. Good stop by Vince there. It might not be enough. There's no third in, though, for Ghost. And Lethamir, a missile, just hunting down that blue team. Can't hear. Memory has Halcyon. Puts it a little bit too far out of his reach.
Lethamir is so fast. He's been involved in pretty much every touch for the past 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that because Lethamir is one of the scariest people you can see on the field. He is always everywhere. So quick to get to that ball, so quick to recover, and so quick to play every single part of the field that he needs to be. A driving force behind Ghost Gaming.
Omnipotent, what's the word there?
Why not all of the above?
Okay.
That's Lethamir. Every godlike adjective. Oh! They almost squeezed one through. Hollywood Hammer's still on the attack. This might eventually be a clear. There's Lethamir again. Maybe when he shouldn't be on that one. Dane Jackie, an awkward save. This could still be a chance for Hollywood. Here comes Vince to plow one through. Lethamir up in the air. I think we're going to see Ghost Gaming start to run low on boost now. And there it is. Finally, they break through. It was almost just a matter of time at that point. 0 boost, I think, on all 3 members of Ghost Gaming.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. Zane Jackie got beat when he needed to get the clear. That popped it up, and still the Hammers just hammering away at the defense. And the ball rolling right out to Halcyon for an easy goal.
Hollywood might have a chance here, actually. Odd. Classics was there, but a little bit awkward off the wall here to make this save.
Yeah, he only had 11 boost. He needed to jump off the wall earlier. Instead, he just drove all the way down to the bottom. Perhaps he thought Zane Jackie was going to come up and challenge. But whatever the case may be, just like game number 1, the Hammers pull it back, tie it up after going down 2. Game number 1, though, went in favor of Ghost. We'll see if the Hammers can flip the script here. It doesn't seem like it as Zane Jackie puts another one away.
What happened there? Oh, it was left over to Zane. He saw Zane there just open.
I think
Zane's just going to solidify it.
Vince thought he had more time than he did. Just kind of driving around, or maybe he thought that pass was going to be a little harder. Whatever the case may be, Leth anticipated that and was able to just hop right on it and send it over to Zane.
Zane getting frisky with memory over in the corner there. These guys are just bullies. You're right. At the beginning, we saw it. Ghost Gaming really trying to generate opportunities through physical play. Look at that. Even on his way out, Classics just getting bumpy on the opponents. Hollywood Hammers, it might be throwing them off a little bit. They can't keep the pace when they get thrown out. And there's some retaliation. Memory and Vince.
Vengeance.
Both going for some demos there.
Some good physical play there. Did not result in a goal, but hey, at least they got to take out a little aggression.
Hey, and that could be enough just to disrupt. Wow. No one home. Classics. Not going to find the hardest of angles, but someone should have been there.
And an unfortunate pinch there for the Hammers. That one just launched right out, perfectly bouncing off the wall to Classics. And 4-2. This is exactly the same thing that happened in game number 1.
More physical play on the way back by Memory. That should buy Halcyon and Vince some time to move up if they had connected with that. There was no one home. Memory trying to keep this play alive. Vince late to that party will send himself into the corner. We do have Hollywood Hammers on the attack, though. 2 goals down, and almost the exact same story that we saw in game number 1. Ghost up by 2 goals. Hollywood Hammers bring it back, and in the last little bit here,
it is the exact same story.
It's literally the same.
Get a new playbook.
As Ghost Gaming going to walk away with the win, 4-2. Exactly as game number 1 went.
A big win here for Ghost. This is just a best of 5 series. Now they are on the brink of closing it out. They just need one more game to knock Hammers out of the tournament and move on in the lower bracket. So a big win here for Ghost, but they still need to close it out. We saw Hammers yesterday almost get the reverse sweep against Cloud9. So we can't put it past them. They still not out of it just yet.
No, you're absolutely right. You literally just said all there is that needed to be said about Hollywood Hammers. They have it in them to get it back, but I think that physical play might be catching them off guard. Ghost Gaming from the beginning of game number 2 were getting in their faces. I mean, the first goal ended up being a wide open net because I forget who it was, but they were just completely taking any of that defense out of the play. There was no one left home because of just bumps over and over and over again. Every single chance Ghost Gaming had to get a bump, and maybe that's what they talked about in that break, because we're seeing it a lot more than we did against that G2 matchup.
Yeah, we see when Ghost is playing well, a lot of it is attributed to their physical play style. They love to demo. Classics has always loved to demo and bump. And then the first goal of this game was Zane Jackie just manhandling Halcyon, bumping him down the field. So good physical play from Ghost. They want to close this one out. They want to get an easy 3-0 sweep. But Hammers, they're trying the opposite. They want to get that reverse sweep and stay alive.
Well, reverse sweep is always good for us and for you guys.
It's a little early to call that, I will admit. But it is exactly what they have to do if they hope to stay in.
As said before, we haven't seen a reverse sweep fully be completed off. Hollywood Hammers, the closest to that so far in the CyberpowerPC tournament. Early goal here, though, for Ghost Gaming as they try to solidify their 3-0 sweep and eliminate Hollywood Hammers from this tournament.
Yeah, Leth just got there first. He beat out Memory to the ball and put one right off the backboard. A great hustle play from Lethemir, and Classics just blasts that one in.
Whoa, that one almost squeaked through. Zane Jackie, fortunately for Ghost, was back in time. Hollywood Hammers almost had a quick answer. That one's going to be on target, too. Halcyon, last defender, has to be very careful as this play moving upfield by Ghost Gaming. Could have been a scoring chance there. Lethemir and Classics were working together. We didn't see something quite like G2 had earlier.
Lethemir just put so much pressure in on that. A well-placed shot on that pass from Zane Jackie. Ghost looking pretty fierce out of the gate in this game number 3.
Solid touch from Halcyon, but wasn't enough. Ghost did have someone on defense. Halcyon getting antsy, plays that one away into the corner. He's out of boost. He'll back off while his teammates try to generate a play. Vince by himself, solo, gets it over that last defender there, and we're going to have a tie game.
Yeah, and a good control from him. He just didn't let the ball touch the ground. Caught it on his hood. Just gets that double pop while dribbling it, putting it high, and it was too fast for Classics to handle. Good control from Vince there.
That's that dribbling pack coming in handy right there. Saw him grinding that out a while ago. 50 in favor of Classics. He'll try to move that one down the field. A demo as well. 0 boost on Vince. This is going to be an awkward spot. Smart plays. He goes up the wall to make that save. Buys his teammate some time to get back. Well, we had to be careful on that 50. He knew Leth was there, but not exactly where. Vince and Memory will try to work it up there. Zane, being a nuisance, gets it out. Classic smart touch to the side. That'll allow Ghost Gaming to move up for an attack on net. Classics just helping generate a huge opportunity here with that touch past Vince.
Yeah, Zane Jackie again challenging that ball, forcing that 50-50 that popped the ball up in the first place. Classics, though, has been doing a great job all series long of just finishing shots, putting goals in, and he does it yet again here. He is the sole goal scorer for Ghost in this game number 3.
Nice boomer there from Classics. Won't be enough to get past midfield, though. Hollywood Hammers holding down the fort there. Only a goal down. Try to bring this back to a tie game as they try to keep themselves alive. It is currently 2-0 in the series in favor of Ghost Gaming. Hollywood Hammers need to get a win, otherwise they will be eliminated from the CyberpowerPC Invitational. Zane Jackie has Lethemir there. They're not going to be able to move it past midfield. Memory moving up to himself. He's got Vince there.
Ooh, Vince.
Oh, almost had the bar down. Can Halcyon clean it up? No, that's going to be hard cleared out by Ghost.
Classics had to pre-jump that one. Vince was so close to putting that one in.
All three Hollywood moving back to get boosted up. Here comes the push, though. Seems like a lot of solo plays are what Hollywood Hammers are going for. I haven't seen too many infield passes here.
Lethamir getting that block coming off the ceiling.
Memory by himself, doesn't have anybody to help him out in the corner. I'll move back to midfield. They can keep this midfield pressure up. They might have a chance here. A little bit wide as a shot from Halcyon. Memory there to try to put it back in. Boost Starvation maybe starting to come up for Hollywood as they're looking to keep that pressure on, not allow that ball to go past midfield. See if they can just start to drain Ghost Gaming. Last time they did this, they were able to capitalize and get a goal off of it.
Yeah, left. He has a decent amount of boost to make the play here. That will buy a lot of time for his team. But Ghost Gaming, they're in their half a little bit. The pressure from Hammers is mounting.
They're doing a generally good job of breaking it apart, and there's that breakout chance that they had now. Finally, stepping away from their own end, but there's no one home, and that's going to roll all the way just wide of the net, and Hollywood Hammers got to feel bad about that one. Just so close to pinching in.
That would have been quite the fortunate goal for them. Got to be a little heartbreaking to watch that roll up the post like that. Now just 30 seconds left for Hammers to make their stand. Otherwise, they will be eliminated from the tournament.
Vince off the backboard. Memory has a chance now. If he can drop that one into the net. Bar down. No finish from Memory. And yet again, another close chance. 17 seconds left. Hollywood Hammers 1 goal away from staying alive in this tournament. Ghost Gaming looking to completely sweep them 3-0. If they can't get this goal with 5 seconds left, the dreams are dimming more and more so. That ball will touch the ground, and Ghost Gaming is going to move on. Hollywood Hammers eliminated from the tournament in a 3-0 sweep from Ghost Gaming.
And Classics had a great Game 3 performance to close that out for Ghost, scoring both of the goals, even in the final seconds there, just getting some big blocks that just stopped the Hollywood Hammers attack dead in its tracks. And Ghost 3-0 Hammers. I was expecting this one to be a lot closer, but Ghost just came in and finished this off. They were the first to score every single game, and it proved to be the difference maker, closing them out in a sweep.
And there it is. Another team eliminated. That's 3 teams now removed from the tournament, down in the lower bracket. What an incredible display from Ghost Gaming, though. They came off of a pretty crushing start against G2, and then were able to and managed to pull back a little bit at the end. Not enough, of course, as that's why they're down in the lower bracket, and they're going to have to make that run. They're still facing elimination. I mean, they're still in the lower bracket. Every team down here is in a rough spot. They don't have a second life anymore. They've already had that taken away from them. And speaking of other matches down in the lower bracket, we have our 3rd match of the day coming up soon. That's going to be Renegades versus Applesauce. Renegades, of course, with a different lineup than you're used to. Yesterday we had Garrett G subbing in there, and then we had that Dap G combo at one point, and that's really fun to see. Garrett G seems to be a little bit more on the offensive, and I love to see him up there. Gives him a little freedom to do what he needs to. But Applesauce, another one of those teams that went to a Game 5 overtime against C9.
Yep, but the question is Garrett G actually going to be playing for Renegades today? What Renegades lineup will we see? We know Applesauce is going to come with the classic trio, Hato, Zol, and Chicago. So those guys, previously known as Fibion, they're going to be a tough matchup against a Renegades team, which might be playing with an incomplete roster.
Now I want to give another yell out to the predictions here, guys. Make sure you guys get your predictions in for this match coming up. It's going to be a good one. All of these matches are going to be a good one. There's so many good teams in this tournament right now, and it's really fun to see some of these teams, especially like the RLRS level teams, facing off against the RLCS level teams, and showing that this skill gap is just so much more closed. It is just not a huge gap anymore at all. The skill pool is everyone. Rocket League players are getting so good. Like, it's actually insane how good from the beginning of Rocket League, where there are just a few dominant players and teams, and all of a sudden there are so many potential top level players and teams. It's really fun to see, and this tournament is really helping showcase that. So make sure you guys get your predictions in. CyberpowerPC has provided some swag for you guys for whoever at the end of the day. This is day number 2. Whoever at the end of this day has the best prediction percentage coming out of it. But I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsors. First off, CyberpowerPC for giving us this tournament. And of course, we always have to shout out Amazon, Intel, Western Digital, NVIDIA, and MSI for making this all possible. And I want to give a shout out, of course, to the production team behind this, Sivo, for making this happen. There's guys behind the scene running this and memeing. A lot of memes I see in our production chat. I love to see it. They're no better than you, chat. And James Spot, it's great to just be here chatting with you today. And I hope you're having fun.
I am, definitely. So we're going to get in. Are we going to a break, Leaf? And then we're going to be back with more. Got to give people some time to get their predictions. I am running out of water, so I need to go get more water. So we should go to a break.
All right, let's take a break. Let's get our next teams ready to go. Don't go anywhere, guys. Snacks, water. We'll be back soon.